customers on demand, which is more powerful? Growing a following or building a funnel? The grow a following strategy is built on a universal principle that people buy people first. Only if the person knows you, likes you, and trusts you will he or she then be open to your influence. Now, this is especially true if you're selling something intangible and invisible, like advice in the case of financial consultants, or knowledge in the case of professional speakers like myself. Because we cannot see what you sell, therefore, how we feel about you becomes a very big part of the decision-making process. Which is why the grow a following strategy is perfect if you are in the financial advisory industry or the professional speaking or service industry. The build a funnel strategy, on the other hand, is based on a traditional advertising model, which you are probably very familiar with, except that it is built now on a powerful platform like Facebook or Instagram. First, you need to create an offer. Now, some would call it an ethical bribe or a lead magnet, but it all means the same thing. Next, you need to create a landing page. Some will call it an opt-in page, a squeeze page, or just simply a website. This is where you collect their names, their email addresses, and their telephone numbers from those who are interested in your offer. Now, once they key in their contact details, they are then taken to a thank you page where you have a chance to do your 1-minute pitch that leads to a potential sales appointment. With their email addresses at hand, you can also send them a series of persuasive emails to secure sales appointments. All you need to do right now is to put your advertisement on Facebook or Instagram to get as many people as possible to see your offer. But, word of caution. If you are in a highly regulated industry, you may get yourself in trouble with your ads. So please check with your company for the rules and regulations before you post any single advertisement. If you think about it, the build a funnel strategy is actually very similar to roadshows. The pullers are like your ads, right? They approach random strangers and they present them with a free gift, which is your offer. Those who are interested in the free gift will then be brought to your table, which is your landing page, to hear your 1-minute pitch, with two differences. Number one, the entire process is now automated. Number two, you can be very specific about who you want to see your offer. Now, this build a funnel strategy sounds really good in theory, but it is not as easy to implement, and here's why. As you realize by now, the success of your funnel strategy is predicated on how attractive your offer is. It has to be highly desirable, it has to be easy to consume, it must not give everything away, else the prospect will not meet you since they got everything that they want. Also, if everyone starts hopping onto the build a funnel bandwagon and they start giving out offers like a checklist, free demo, even an ebook, then the who behind the ethical bribe becomes a very important consideration. If the prospect doesn't know you, doesn't trust you, doesn't like you, then the chances of them hitting the download button will be extremely low. And no clicks means no leads. But Eric, this funnel guy, he promises me leads. Sure, but you need to get this clear. What they mean by lead is simply an email address or maybe a telephone number. Now, anyone can promise you leads. You can even buy your own leads, which is what your manager probably have already done. And then he pass you this whole list of leads and he make you do the cold calls. Question, how many people actually met you? How many sales do you manage to close? Here's a tip for you. The next time some funnel guy promises you leads, ask them this question. How many actually translated into appointments and actual sales? So the question is this, why the low conversion from leads to appointments and appointments to sales? There are actually two reasons. Reason number one, you're assuming that a prospect who sees your ad is ready to buy. Number two, your funnel doesn't help you build a relationship with your prospect, which is why you may get a lot of leads thanks to the offer, but you get very little appointments and sales because there is no trust being built in the process. And when that happens, This is what the funnel guy will tell you.
Right, it's so simple. Just pay more money and we'll leave your ad running to a larger audience. Trust me, mate, just pay more money and we can leave your ad running for a longer time.
And since Facebook advertising works on a bidding system, the more ads that you target at the same audience, the more expensive the ad cost is going to be for you. So unless you have very, very deep pockets, the build a funnel strategy may not be the best way to get your customers at the start. Now, I'm not saying that you should not build a funnel because I'm building one too, but listen very, very carefully to what I have to say. For a funnel to work well, you need to first have a following. If the funnel is the wings that will fly you to your potential customers, then your following is the wind beneath that wings. Okay, I think they got it. Thank you, video editing team. Now, take Tiala for example. He puts out video content consistently on Facebook, and a year later, he grew his following to 1,700 people. In the process, he also doubled his sales and quadrupled his referrals. No offers, no landing pages, no funnel. Now here's another one. Her name is Glory. She's camera shy, so instead of creating videos, she writes short articles. One time, she sends out a newsletter, which is essentially a compilation of short mini articles, and she sent it out on WhatsApp, and immediately she got 2 referrals from a minute of sharing this. After sending the newsletter on Wednesday, she got another referral on Thursday, and she just closed a sale today from that referral. Now, though she only have 145 followers right now, they are so loyal to her, and that's the reason why in less than a year, she has already qualified for MDRT. And it's a very first one as well, with just one strategy, and that's the build a following strategy. When you take time to build a following, you don't have to chase after prospects through advertising. Prospects chase after you. They're willing to meet you, and your chances of closing a sale is much, much higher as well. And in the process, you also gain loyal following, which is critical if you are in a highly competitive market. And think about it, with a big following, you're also going to attract collaborations from other influencers and media appearances, which can 2 times, 5 times, or even 10 times the results that you're getting right now. So again, I'm not saying that you should not build a funnel, but get that a funnel will only become effective when you have a following. But Eric, won't building a following takes up a lot of my time? Absolutely, but listen to this. While building a following, you are already going to start getting results. Take these guys for example. They are still beginners in building a following, but after teaching them a specific content to put out, they secure sales appointments immediately. No offer, no ad, no funnel. Now imagine they have a following of 1,000. They could easily 10 times their sales appointments and sales results. So while everyone else thinks that a funnel is better, quickly implement the following strategy so that you can gain an unfair advantage over them. It does not matter if you are an introvert, lead a boring life, or you cannot speak or write well, you can still become well-known, well-loved, and well-respected. I can teach you. All you need to do right now is type "Teach me Eric" in the comment section below, and I'm going to send you a secret link to an online live class that I'm conducting really soon. It will probably be my last one because I'm going on holidays really soon. So